just queuing now to go out to the plane to load Princess Zoe, heading away. There's Murtagh's lorry just in front of us now, and Joseph O'Brien's, I think, is just behind us, so won't be long now. Here's Zoe stepping up on the plane for the first time. So she's cool. She sees Sonny Vile listing down the bottom there, so she thought she was going business class, but she's down the back with the McVitie's. That's it for the moment. Now here's Princess Zoe having her first little gallop on the dirt track. And she'll get a go on the grass tomorrow, which you can see it there on the inner.
Well, Tony, welcome to Riyadh. A lovely sunny morning. You've seen Princess Zoe out on the track. How pleased have you been with how she's travelled over in a condition heading into Saturday?
Yeah, she travelled over beautiful. Very buzzy this morning. I was surprised. You know, she's been to France, Germany, Ireland, England. She's done a lot of travelling, but she was buzzy this morning. Maybe she was telling us she's in great form. I'm not sure yet, you know, but we weighed her there now, and she was 450, which was normal for her. Little bit light, but then you can expect that after sort of 2 days travelling and that. So,
but it was quite a busy morning out on the track. All the Europeans appearing for the first time, and might that have contributed to it?
Maybe, yeah, but usually she's cool. Just, I was surprised then Jackie, who looks after her, let her out in the paddock this morning, or yesterday, and she rolled and that. Now, when she goes out at home, she never rolls.
Okay, so she sounds like she's in good form.
She looks to be in good form, but she's a little different. Her character is a little different in the last couple of days, so we'll just see that she settled in.
And the race itself on Saturday, when did that first come to your attention, and what was the attraction of bringing her out here for this sort of a challenge?
Well, you know, you're talking about the biggest days racing in the world. I mean, you know, there is no bigger. So when we won the Cadran in very heavy ground in Longchamp a year and a half ago, and you know, then we thought we had a cut in the ground mare, but then when she ran in the Ascot Gold Cup and was second to Subjectivist on good firm, and I would say firm on the day, then I turned to Paddy and I said, look, if our mare can handle this ground, Paddy the owner, Paddy Keogh and Philomena, and I just said to them, if we can handle this sort of ground, there's only one place we're going.
And that Ascot form last year, if you look through all of the staying form, given what Subjectivist did in Dubai and again at Ascot, I mean, that stands out as the key bit of staying form for 2021.
Yeah. I mean, Mark Johnson must be really in pain to know. I mean, Subjectivist is a serious horse. He'd done it on heavy in Paris the week we won in it. Came back and did it on firm in Meydan, or a cut in the ground in Meydan, and then did it on firm in the Ascot Gold Cup. He must have been some horse. Yeah. And, you know, it's a pity we met him.
And given you say you thought you had a soft ground mare, she's gone and proved herself on that better ground. I mean, do you think she's got the potential to find a little bit more on a quicker surface, given it's an unknown, unexposed quality for her?
Yeah, well, we were happy enough that she'd handle firm ground on a day But then, you know, you said how long would she last on it? So now that after Ascot, you'd never know. 2 days after the race, you'd never know she ran, you know, on her joints, tendons and that. So I am happy that she'll do it, and I think she might up her game again.
And how happy have you been with the conditions out here and having had a look at the turf track, how that will be suitable for her?
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, from the videos, it looks quite a sharp track. Like, I was out there this morning and I thought a lovely, big, galloping, fair track. Plenty of room in the straight. And, you know, a lot of people are saying it's very fast. Things happen fast. But you just remember Holly Doyle coming from, I'd say, 7th or 8th place last year, turned into the straight on Willie's filly to win, you know. So, I mean, people have it in their head that the track is very fast. I just think that Willie's horse with Holly Doyle last year proved that you can ride a waiting race as well.
And given the changes to the Melbourne Cup, I think horses that maybe would have gone down there last year are turning up here. It looks a really strong field, and especially from an Irish perspective, there's a lot of good Irish horses in there.
Yeah, well, you have the Leger winner, Sonny Boy Liston. You know, I mean, you always got to respect a classic winner, and he beat the Melbourne Cup winner that day, Twilight Agenda. And then you have Baron Semedy, who's won on heavy and he's won on fast. You know, these are classy horses, and I mean, it's only fitting. You know, when you have a $2.5 million race, you don't expect bumper horses to turn up, you know. I mean, it's a top-class race, and we're up for it.
And what does it mean to you be here, Tony, in Saudi Arabia on the world's richest race day with a big chance in one of the main events?
Just unbelievable, you know. I pinch myself. You know, we were used to training a small stable of much lesser type horses. And to have one like this, it just makes my heart flutter. Now, our gallop is quite soft, and when we get to Riyadh, you won't have the same ground. So I want to have all my work done before I go there. 90% of our training is based on fitness level. And while speed is a necessary thing to have, you have to have that fitness level that you can maintain that speed for longer than the others.
Tony, we've just seen Princess Zoe before she heads out to Saudi Arabia. How is the mare?
I think she's very well. We've got to do everything that we wanted to do. If she's beat now, I suppose she's just not good enough, you know. People knew Princess Zoe and her conformation, which is the shape of her legs and the angles and all that us horsemen think we know all about, and I don't know, do we know anything after this one, because she's as crooked as a ram's horn, and she walks out all cripply, and all grounds come alike to her. Because I was very anxious going to the Ascot Gold Cup last year, and came home 2 days later, she was same as she never ran. That's when I rang Paddy Keogh and Philomena, you know, the two owners. I said to him, look, if she's able to handle good ground, there's a big race in Riyadh, worth $2.5 million on a huge day. Said if she can handle a good ground, that's where we have to go for the money. And here we are.
She's flying out all the way out there. It's a big deal. No mean feat to fly a horse out that far.
It's a 20-hour journey, but I wouldn't worry about that. Like when the great Vincent O'Brien was training winners in the 40s and 50s, they often said that by train and rail and everything, it was 56 hours. You know, she's a very good temperament, and Jackie Carter will be with her, and you know, it's very comforting for the mare to have her own groom. Jackie knows her inside out, and the mare knows her, and you can see her relaxing when she's with the person she knows. It's more pronounced with Princess Zoe than a lot of horses, you know.
Will we ever see her in the mare's novice hurdle?
I'd leave it obviously to Paddy and Philomena, but I'd be recommending that she doesn't go jumping, and it's not
people thinking that I don't want to go jumping. Of course I do. I love jumping. I'd love to have a fancied one in Cheltenham. But Princess Zoe is worth more to me than just a jump race. It's just amazing the way the public have latched onto this mare. And, you know, we love it. It's a little bit more pressure, but still love having one that everyone likes or loves.
Liston in 12. Princess Zoe, Tony, it's all yours. You can get stuck
Go
in.
ahead, take a gander. Just give it a squeeze. Lucky 13.
One from the outside, 13.
Tony, I know before coming over here you wanted to have a mini training race. How'd that go?
Yeah, we went to Leopardstown, which is a major track in Ireland, and albeit on very heavy ground, I thought she worked brilliant.
Was it something really important to you to have a mini race day scenario to get prepared?
Yeah, you know, for these staying races, you need a high level of fitness, and to get a race into her within, 21 days of this big race makes me feel that we're now spot on.
Excellent. Looking forward to it.
This is unbelievable. If you just understood for a small stable like ours to be in the world's biggest days racing and be here with a real live chance, I think you'd need Shakespeare to put it into words for me. Dave Keena, an Irish pressman, came to me one day and he said, do you realise how popular she is? I said, Dave, I think you're getting a bit excited now because, Dave is also a jockey's agent for me. The reaction she has got, it's like superstar stuff. I know I love her, but for, people that don't know her as well, it's a little bit nerve-wracking at times. We're delighted and we love that everyone loves her so much. Beautiful bit of work by Zoe there now. Very, very happy with her. She was a little excited when she came down the chute there and out onto the track proper. So, don't know why. That's
sort of out of character for her, but I think that when she comes up here that she's starting to think that she's here for the race. Zoe is tired and a bit dejected, but she's fine. So all looks perfect now. We'll see more tomorrow.